Jesus never watched sheep, but is the good shepherd. Shepherding is the most honored secular profession of the entire Old Testament era. Sheep and shepherds are referred to in the Bible more than 500 times. Along with tending gardens and farming, it is one of the world's oldest professions. Abel was a keeper of sheep, and he offered to God of the firstlings of the flock. Genesis 4, verse 2. The Hebrew founding fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, were all shepherds. When Jacob's small family migrated to Egypt, they described their occupation. Your servants are shepherds, both we and also our fathers. Genesis 47, verse 3. David, Israel's favorite king, was first a shepherd of his father's sheep. 1 Samuel 16, verse 11. The most beloved chapter of the Bible is the Shepherd's Psalm, which compares the relationship between a man and his God to that of a sheep and his shepherd. Psalm 23. This figure is used often in the Old Testament. Psalm 74, verse 1, and Psalm 77, verse 20. God even pictured himself as Israel's shepherd. Psalm 100, verse 3. Needless to say, no one would have been surprised if the Messiah had come in the guise of a shepherd. But Jesus' hand never held a shepherd's crook, so far as we know. He never counted and recounted sheep as they passed under his rod at sunset. He never crinkled his nose at the pungent sheep smell on a hot Jerusalem day, nor did he strain his eye to see if that was a wandering sheep far down the hillside. He never chased away a bear, nor took a lion by the beard, as David did when his little lambs were threatened. 1 Samuel 17, verses 34 and 35. The shepherd's teaching. Still, Jesus knew about sheep and often talked of them. He made these remarkable statements that are filled with sheepfold rhetoric. I am the door of the sheep. John 10, verse 7. I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find pasture. Chapter 10, verse 9. I'm the good shepherd. Chapter 10, verse 11. The good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. Chapter 10, verse 11. I'm the good shepherd, and I know my sheep and am known by my own. Chapter 10, verse 14. As the Father knows me, even so I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. Chapter 10, verse 15. Other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they will hear my voice, and there will be one flock and one shepherd. Chapter 10, verse 16. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, all the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate them one from another as a shepherd divides his sheep from the goats. And he will set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Matthew 25, 31 through 33. The shepherd's actions. The New Testament pictures Christ as the shepherd over his flock, the church. Matthew 25, verse 32, and chapter 26, verse 31. Jesus is identified as the good shepherd, John 10, verse 11, the shepherd and overseer of your souls, 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 25, the chief shepherd, 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 4, and the great shepherd of the sheep, Hebrews 13, verse 20. Looking at the context of these a bit closer reveals that the good shepherd died for his sheep, John 10, verse 11 and verse 15. David risked his life for his father's sheep, 1 Samuel 17, 34 through 35, but Jesus did more. He sacrificed his life so that the flock might go to heaven, John 10, verse 15. The one shepherd unifies his sheep, John 10, verse 16. Jews and Gentiles, all races and nationalities, all economic and educational levels, are all found in the same flock. The great shepherd saves and protects the sheep, John 10, verse 9 and verse 11. He promised to never leave, give us up, let us go, relax his hold on us, or forsake us, leave us in the lurch. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 5, 2 Timothy 4, verse 10. A physician can save your life. A lawyer can save your fortune. A financial advisor can save your business. A coach can save your athletic career. An image consultant can save your reputation, but only Jesus can save your soul. Matthew chapter 16, verse 26. The shepherd and overseer, 1 Peter 2, verse 25, guides his sheep, Hebrews 13, verses 20 and 21. He leads us in the right way, John 10, verse 4. Cattle are driven, but sheep are led. Jesus does not drive us to heaven or even simply point the direction to us. He goes before us, showing us the way step by step, 1 Peter 2, 21 and 22. The chief shepherd will reward his sheep, 1 Peter 5, verse 4. He cares for his sheep individually, John 10, verse 3. Jesus knows your name and even the hairs of your head, Matthew 10, verses 29 and 30. The shepherd's sheep. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Psalm 100, verse 3. For he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. Psalm 95, verse 7. It is no accident that God compared man to sheep, because the behavior of sheep and humans is similar in many ways. Sheep require, more than any other livestock, endless attention. Christ must show endless care for us. Matthew 28, verse 20. Both have a poor sense of direction and get lost easily. Isaiah 53, verse 6. The shepherd feeds us and leads us. Both have sight problems. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 9. Both must have another to supply their needs. Colossians 2, verse 10. Both need protection from danger. Hebrews 13, 5 and 6. Sheep have no defensive teeth nor claws, cannot quickly flee, and have no other means of protection like a skunk's smell or a snake's venom. Both are easily frightened, Matthew 10, verse 28 and chapter 28, verse 5. There is a reason fear not is found 63 times in the Bible. Both can be stubborn, Hebrews chapter 3, verse 8 and verse 15. Both need constant guidance and are likely to follow the wrong leaders. Thrupp's old hymn says it best, Savior, like a shepherd lead us, much we need thy tender care. In thy pleasant pastures feed us, for our use thy folds prepare. Are you in his fold?